Amadou Lee is just like the others on the East Harlem Tech robotics team.
Sit down.
But in one significant way, he is different.
I'm not the same with them because they can do certain things that I can't do.
18-year-old Lee, originally from Senegal, is living in the United States illegally. But it's possible no one would have known had it not been for the good fortune of his team,
How come we don't have another grill?
which recently advanced to the international first robotics competition in Atlanta. A coup for a rookie team.
Remember, this is a kid who doesn't have family here. His teammates are his family. So his lawyer ultimately, I'll be honest, called the New York Times. It made the front page, and here we are today.
So
and he does think it will help.
Well, but that does put him in a position where a lot of people will say, this is somebody who should be a part of this country.
That's
a lot
right.
of important people, right?
That's right. Hillary Rodham Clinton, for one. Charles Rangel, New York Congressman, for another.
One of Christian Brayton's stars on the project, 18-year-old Amadou Lee, had a secret that could ruin everything.
His secret only came out when the team started preparing for Atlanta. He couldn't get on an airplane. Illegal immigrants aren't allowed on airplanes.
And we never expected that you would have so many stumbling blocks in front of you. But you're the one that picked them aside. And all we've done is just ask our government to do the right thing.
There's literally nothing that you can't do in this country if you try.
He could be a role model.
Right.
All youngsters that all complain, as we all do, but next to Amadou, what can they say?
Come illegally into the United States, you're going to jail, or you're going back to where you came from, or perhaps even further than that. You know what that means?
My name is Amadou Lee, and I'm the founder of the Amadou Lee Foundation. Back in 2006, I faced deportation. But Americans from every corner of this country, teachers, blue-collar workers, Hollywood celebrities, politicians, and attorneys, all came together to fight for me. They sacrificed their time, careers, and reputation just to make sure that I could stay in this country and pursue my dreams. I will never forget that. And I believe that it is my duty to give back the same love and support I've received to immigrants that are currently going through the same hardships I once did. That's why I founded the Amadou Lee Foundation, to help asylum seekers and immigrants rebuild their lives with dignity, safety, and opportunity. I know what it feels like to not have access to legal support. Back when I was a teenager, it was Amy Messelson at the Legal Aid Society who took my case and helped me stay in this country. Now, through the foundation, we help asylum seekers file for asylum applications, work permits, and other critical immigration forms, and connect them with trusted pro bono or low-cost attorneys. Know Your Right campaigns. The constant attack on immigrant families inspired us to take that action. That's why the Amadou Lee Foundation conducts Know Your Right campaigns with partners like Congressman Adriano Espaillat.
First of all, we would like to thank the congressman for coming.
Thank you.
And for coming. And the lawyers, the attorneys.
Educating immigrant communities about their legal protections, resources, and rights.
Most of the migrants are, or at least a lot of people in my community, are moving out into different neighborhoods, into different mosques, etc. Now, is there a program to support those mosques?
We sat down with ICE and were very clear.
The Commissary Fund Program. I understand what it means to be in a lonely immigration cell, because when I was 16, I too was detained by ICE. And on June 13th, 2025, I visited the La Salle Detention Center in Jena, Louisiana.
A national interfaith delegation, including faith leaders and activists, held a press conference urging for the release of detained immigrants. Freedom Ride, a protest by over 20 faith leaders and activists, began in Newark, New Jersey, and has since made stops in various cities to highlight repressive attacks against immigrants, leading to its final destination in Jena.
There, I met with detainees who were starving. One lifted his shirt and showed me his ribs. That same day, a riot broke out at New Jersey's Delaney Hall Detention Center over the same lack of food. It was then I created the Commissary Fund program to send financial support to detained immigrants so they can buy food, hygiene supplies, and call their families. Annual asylum fee assistance. Many asylum seekers aren't allowed to work while they wait for their employment authorization cards, but the law requires them to pay an annual asylum maintenance fee. If they don't pay, their cases will be marked abandoned. The Amadou Foundation steps in to cover that fee, protecting their chance to safety and a new life. There were many nights I went to bed without having a food in my stomach.
I know there was a moment where sometimes I go to bed without having no food in my stomach.
Through bi-weekly food drives, we provide meals and hygiene supplies to hundreds of immigrant families and asylum seekers, ensuring that they can focus on rebuilding their lives rather than worrying about basic survival. I know what it feels like to be homeless and to not have a place to stay. At the Amadou Foundation, we help asylum seekers and families find safe, stable housing and coordinate emergency shelter resources when needed. Employment and job training. I took 150 asylum seekers to Amazon for job interviews.
Remember this part. When you go to a job interview, they'll most likely ask you to tell them about yourself. Now, whenever they ask you that, make sure you do not personalize it. Speak about your career as a professional. If, for example, you used to be a vendor at Sandaga or you used to work at Orange, tell them I used to work at Orange where I used to help customers.
I helped them prepare their resumes, provided MetroCards, and worked alongside volunteers to give them job training and confidence. We continue to provide job readiness workshops, resume assistance, and workforce partnerships. Thank you guys for coming. We are truly grateful to be given this opportunity to bring the community up. There's been a lot of them asking for the TLC, so we are grateful.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Elsa Hampton. I'm the Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer at the Taxi and Limousine Commission. And I want to introduce David Doe, the Commissioner of the Taxi and Limousine Commission.
All right, I just want to, our unofficial interpreter who has taken it on, but who has organized everything to bring all of you here. Mr. Lee is an incredible community leader who has a pulse on the ground with not only city government, but the entire city as a whole. And so we are very lucky to have Mr. Lee lead an organization like this. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Helping immigrants achieve financial independence and dignity. Everything we do at the Amadou Foundation comes from a deeply personal place, from my own struggle, from the help I received when I once had no one, and from the belief that kindness and opportunity can change a life. From legal support to job training, from housing to food, from school enrollment to commissary fund, and through our Know Your Rights campaigns, every program is designed to ensure that immigrants and asylum seekers have the support, dignity, and opportunity they need to thrive. We cannot do this alone, but with your support, we can continue to defend the vulnerable, educate the youth, and empower the hopeful. Together, we can make sure that no immigrant or asylum seeker is left behind. When immigrants come to this office, they get the help that they need. From resumes to employment assistance, every single thing that they need. Plus, they get the information that they need to survive in America. There's no other foundation that provides tools and valuable information like the Amadou Foundation. Many immigrants are in detention centers. They're extremely tired. They have no food. They don't even have money to make phone calls to talk to their family members. The Amadou Foundation helps many detainees that are in detention centers. Amadou, I hope this finds you well. Look, this is the guy that got the job.
Hey, Amadou, I just want to thank you. Thank you so much for the job. We've been working at Amazon for a couple of months. Whatever information you need, let the foundation know, and we're ready to assist you. Here, you can look in the back. These are some of the things that I delivered today. Because of the Amadou Lee Foundation, we now have many other workers. I would like to thank the Amadou Lee Foundation for helping me with my asylum application. They did so many things, so much that I can't even say. The Amadou Lee Foundation, it brings us so much help in so many different ways. Whatever you can think of, whether it's with documents, whether it's with information, you'll get it there. Honestly, it's the way I see it, it's really beautiful, and he respects his work. We appreciate him a lot, and our goal is to help him as much as we can. I came here to Amadou Lee's Foundation today because of the taxi and limousine meeting we had with David Cho. It's a very important meeting, because now I know how to drive a taxi in New York. I used to see other people drive cabs, and I thought I was unable to do that. But now with this event that Amadou Lee Foundation just had, now I know I'm actually able to drive a taxi, and I truly appreciate that. I just want to congratulate the Amadou Lee Foundation, especially for the $100 annual asylum fee that they paid for me. I didn't pay anything. They just asked for my information and they paid for it. I'm really grateful to have them. I'm really happy with the way that they treat the African community in here. He's someone who's literally saving Africans. He's trying very hard. He goes through so much struggle just to help people. I have seen him visit many detainees, and you can tell he does it from the goodness of his heart, and he isn't looking for anything in return. We would like to tell you, this is help. When people say help, this is exactly what help is. So Amadou, we thank you, we're grateful to have you, and we encourage you. And to any immigrant who's new in the country, who's looking for anything whatsoever, whatever help you need, join Amadou Lee Foundation. Whatever you might need, Amadou is going to assist you. Just today alone, more than 5 people called me and told me that he paid for their annual asylum fees. He assisted so many people with jobs. Amadou, just know that we're very happy for the work of the foundation and the work you're doing. Amadou Lee Foundation.